And you know what? The opening stage is bringing us an absolute thriller. Welcome to this fast-paced explainer previewing the massive USA versus Paraguay matchup. Let's just dive right in, because for the host nation, the stakes literally could not be higher. So, here's the million-dollar question. Can the USMNT actually defend home soil? With the tournament hosted right in their own backyard, the pressure is sitting squarely on the United States. I mean, they need to deliver a huge, statement-making performance right out of the gate for their home fans. Expectation is a really heavy burden, and honestly, the whole world is watching to see if they can carry it. Which brings us to our first major factor, home soil, massive stakes. Playing a World Cup match is intense enough on its own, but doing it on home turf, that changes the entire dynamic. Picture this, thousands upon thousands of incredibly passionate American fans just taking over the stadiums. It creates this unbelievable electric atmosphere. And that roaring 12th man, that could absolutely give the US that critical burst of extra energy they're going to need during the most grueling stretches of the game. But look, passion alone doesn't win soccer matches, right? Tactics do. And we are looking at a massive clash of styles here. On one side, the USA is bringing attacking football and blistering pace. But on the exact opposite side, Paraguay brings this notoriously organized, incredibly stubborn defense. Let's break that down further in Section 2, USA, the attacking force. Looking at the Americans first, they come into this match with a deeply talented squad. We're talking about guys competing at the absolute highest levels in Europe. Their game plan? Well, they want to dictate the game. They're going to rely on an attacking philosophy, exploit that explosive pace on the wings, and try to totally control possession from the opening whistle. But you really cannot overlook their opponents. Section 3, Paraguay, the disciplined underdogs. And I use underdogs as a massive compliment here. Underestimating this team is for sure the fastest way to lose to them. They might not have those flashy superstar names up in lights, but Paraguay is so incredibly organized and just famously difficult to break down. This team literally fights for every single ball, and if the US pushes too far forward, Paraguay will absolutely punish them on the counterattack. So, who are the gladiators actually executing these strategies? Let's get into Section 4, key players to watch. The US is bringing top-tier quality across the entire pitch. You are going to hear these names constantly: Christian Pulisic, Weston McKennie, Tyler Adams, and Fuller and Balogun. This core group, they provide the engine, the finishing, and that defensive bite the USMNT desperately needs to succeed. But the ultimate difference maker? It's Christian Pulisic. He remains the team's biggest star for a reason. He brings elite creativity, devastating dribbling, and crucial leadership. He is unquestionably the most dangerous player on the field for the host nation. Answering back for Paraguay, the threat level is concentrated, but man, is it highly lethal. The two primary names you need to remember are Julio Enciso and Antonio Sanabria. If Paraguay is going to pull off a massive upset on American soil, these two guys are absolutely essential to their success. Specifically, keep your eyes glued to Julio Enciso. He possesses that rare individual talent to completely flip the trajectory of a game with just a single moment of brilliance. He's exactly the type of player who can completely shatter the USA's plans, completely against the run of play. Now that we know the weapons, let's look at the deployment. Section 5, the tactical battle. This is where the game is actually won or lost. It's a classic chess match. The USA needs to dominate possession, create a ton of chances, and score early to crack the game wide open. Paraguay, conversely, they're going to sit deep, stay extremely compact, and just look for those rapid breaks. Their immediate goal? Keep that score level for as long as possible. And why is that Paraguay's main goal? Well, it's pure psychological warfare. If the Americans score early, the floodgates open. But if Paraguay keeps it tied, the anxiety and the pressure on the home side is going to grow exponentially with every single tick of the clock. So, how does this tactical tug-of-war actually end? Let's wrap things up with Section 6, final predictions and man of the match. When you lay all the data out, the edge firmly goes to the USA. Yes, Paraguay is going to make life incredibly difficult, no doubt about it. But the USMNT simply has the superior squad depth, better current form, higher attacking quality, and of course, that massive home advantage. They should have just enough firepower to overcome Paraguay's stubborn defensive block. If we look at the predicted goal scorers, we're expecting the big names to really step up and find the back of the net. We're looking at Christian Pulisic and Fuller and Balogun to break through for the US, while Antonio Sanabria is definitely the most likely candidate to snatch one on the counter for Paraguay. Which brings us to the final score prediction. 2-1. We are predicting a tight, really hard-fought victory for the United States. Paraguay won't make it easy, but the home side pushes through in the end.
And, the implication of that 2-1 victory is just massive. Securing all 3 points here means the United States starts its World Cup 2026 campaign exactly how they need to. It's a huge, decisive step toward qualifying for the knockout stage, right in front of their home fans. And to cap the whole thing off, our predicted man of the match is none other than Christian Pulisic. We expect his leadership and sheer creativity to be the ultimate difference maker in securing this huge win. What's your prediction for USA versus Paraguay? Comment below and don't forget to subscribe for more World Cup 2026 predictions.